How are we doing, YouTube? I'm Thomas with Tomology. Welcome to my channel. This is a review channel. I like tech and gadgets. I like to talk about tech. I like to review tech. I love everything about tech. Tech is a huge part of my life. I build custom water-cooled PCs. So saying that, being a review channel, I got diagnosed with diabetes. If you're new here, I got diagnosed with diabetes roughly 4 weeks ago, and got approved for Mounjaro, and I did my fourth injection was today. So I've been on Mounjaro for 3 weeks. So I want to review the process of going through it, not just be a Mounjaro channel. This is actually a review channel. So I want to review it. I want to give feedback off of it, just like I would a product, just like I would, whether it's a cell phone or a headset, I want to review it as a product. So saying that, I am on my fourth injection today. The symptoms I've had, dry mouth ain't as bad, but dry mouth is still there. It's not as bad. Get dehydrated really quick is a big one for me, which once I get dehydrated because of my Lyme disease and the nerve damage I have, I get dizzier spells. I get more heart palpitations because, if you don't have enough electrolytes, then you have heart paps. Even if you don't already have AFib or something, you'll get heart palpitations. So those jump around a little bit. I'm trying to make sure I'm staying hydrated and not just water. I'm trying not to let my urine be super clear, because if it's super clear, that means that all the minerals is going out. You do not want your pee to look like your water that you just drank and look just like that. You want to have at least a tint of yellow inside your urine. So saying that, a lot of what a lot of people gripe about or say their big symptoms are like digestive issues. So far, I've had this a little bit, and I only get them whenever I do get constipated for like 2 days. Kombucha tea, I can't stress enough about that. I'm actually going to try to look into the kombucha coffee. I think Rise has one out there. I'm going to try to look into that. I'm not a big coffee person, but I do want to look into it because apparently kombucha is like really good and really good for you. But I did get some kombucha tea. It does work. I'm not getting a lot of bowel movement, but I get enough where it relieves me. Belches. I'm not just sitting there belching all day long, but right after I eat, over the last week, I've noticed myself getting a little bit more belchier. So again, what Mounjaro does is slows the food going into your intestines. So if you're eating and there's still food that's in there, in between the food, you got air, and it's pushing that air up, which of course you get, belch. Let's see. Some people say heartburn. I haven't gotten heartburn yet. I'm already plagued with heartburn, so I do have Protonic. I haven't prescribed a Protonic for my heartburn. Apple cider vinegar is also, with the mothers in it, can also combat heartburn. A lot of people think that that's going to cause more, but it'll actually help with it. So this week, from last week to this week, I did lose some weight. I'll go ahead and put it up on the picture right here. So it's not a big dramatic like the first, and I even said that in my last 2 videos. I know it was water weight. So now we're at this point. Been walking, been trying to do a little bit more, but trying to find that mineral balance for hydration is going to be my key. I got to find that so I can really hump and bump and get in the gym, because as this starts to come off, I don't want this skin to sag. I want to tighten this up as I'm losing. That's going to be the big thing. Same thing with the, I had a package at the door, but anyways, you get the Ozempic face is what they talk about, where your skin starts coming off of your face is what it kind of looks like. Kind of looks like the face is coming off. Kind of like in Men in Black #1, whenever he pulls his face because his face is falling off. But anyways, so all in all, I'm not seeing major side effects just yet. Now, come next week, I start my 5 milligram. So I might start seeing a little bit more then. I don't know. But for right now, for right now, I'm not experiencing none of the major side effects that a lot of other people are saying, which is good. Knock on wood here. Thank God, that is not happening just yet. But saying that, I mean, I everyone's going to be different, and it's all going to be a matter of your medical, what's going on with your medical. I mean, if you got diabetes and you've had diabetes for a while, or you're just heavy set and you're close to getting diabetes and you were able to get this approved, or you're able to afford this, remember, your body's different than mine. My body's different than everybody else. That's why they have case studies where it's 1,000 people, and out of them 1,000 people, 400 had constipation, or 200 had this, and 100 had this, 50 had this, and that's where they get their numbers from. That's not millions of people around the world. And these medicines, Mounjaro, Ozempic, and Wegovy, there are millions around the world that are on this just to lose weight. It's a big fad at the same time, but it also helps people that actually need it. So now, saying that, I mean, my shirts are, I said this last week or the week before, my shirts are getting a little bit baggier. I mean, my waist is way up here, and then my shirt's coming down here, where before my shirt would come to about right here. So I know I'm losing a little bit up here in my broad. I know I'm losing some up here. My gobbler, I still got a gobbler, but it's went down. It hung a little bit lower. To see these results already dropping, the biggest one I know is water weight. So a couple of things that I'm combating to do that is Celtic salt, which I've already talked about. Make sure I'm getting minerals. Propel has in the packet aisle for the crystal lights and all that, there's a Propel. It's like $3 or $4 for 10 of these. I've always been a huge Propel, but I know I don't need to do as much because the kidneys are flushing things out now with the Mounjaro in my system. What else? Himalayan salt. I try to cook with that. I tried to take my Celtic salt throughout the day, cook with my Himalayan. I'm trying to just think this, everything that I do, make sure I'm getting plenty of fluids, not just water. Whether it's down to the tea, whether it's down to apple cider vinegar, different smoothie shakes. Again, water is the base, but it's given other proteins or other minerals within it. One thing I do is I do drink 5 milligrams of creatine. So remember, we're expelling water big time. We're getting less minerals than what we normally do. You got to also keep your brain healthy as well. And creatine has been linked to help your brain and repair certain things in your brain so you don't get dementia. But what creatine really does is in between your muscle and your skin, it puts a water barrier around your muscle. So when you work out, when you see somebody and they say, hey, he looks swole, because he's all nice and cut. No, his muscles are swelling. When you lift 5 pounds and you do it a couple of times and it's starting to really hurt now, that's because you're tearing your muscle fibers that are in your arm or your legs, wherever you are. You're tearing muscle. Well, just like if you tear a calf or something, what happens? It swells. You have to put ice on it. So that's when somebody's all just jacked up real huge and they're swole. That means that they're swollen. The muscle is swollen. So what creatine does, it puts a water barrier around the muscle. Well, if Mounjaro and these medicines are dehydrating us, we need as much barrier between our muscle as possible. So creatine, if you're not on it, look up creatine. I got a big old jug. If I remember, I'll leave a link. It will be an affiliate link that will help this channel out. But to the one that I get on Amazon, I don't get the water bloat or nothing like that. My ring is still coming on and off. Perfecto. Again, like I said the last couple times, I haven't been able to wear my ring in like 10 months. And now I'm able to wear my wedding ring again. I'm so excited, so happy. I feel so lonely, and I feel like a crappy husband not being able to wear my ring. Don't get me wrong. I kept it around my neck still with my cross. God and families first before anything. So I kept it with my cross and close to my heart. this is a big sentimental thing for me, that if you're married, you wear your ring. If you gain too much, like if I wasn't losing, wasn't getting it, I already told my wife, I was like, man, I said, I guess we're gonna go get these resized next time I get a chance, and fit my fat fingers, my sausages. But all right, this video went a little bit longer than what I really wanted it to. Again, this is just so far my journey with it, my review of the Mounjaro and the things that are happening with me. Again, next week we'll go a little bit more. I am a review channel. I don't want to be all over the place, but I'm a review. If I get a KitchenAid or a kitchen appliance, I want to review it. I want to let you know if it's worth your money. I want to let you know, let you know all my side effects, and if this is gonna be too much for certain people. I have bad hearts in the family. This, that, so many different things. But anyways, Thomas of Tomology. See y'all next week. Catch you on the next one.